So the Series 3 rules have just been announced, and I thought I'd do a quick video discussing my thoughts on it. Maybe you guys can give me some of your thoughts. And yeah, basically all the Pokemon that are legal in Series 2 are again legal in Series 3, but added in are the Treasures of Ruin, which are these 4 lovely Pokemon here. And although adding 4 Pokemon to a format that allows hundreds, it does make a massive difference because of several things. So I'm going to have a quick look at the Pokemon. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. I've seen quite a bit of negativity, people not feeling them being added so quick. I'm not that fussed. I'm excited to use them, and I think it's going to change everything a lot. So before the Series 1 was announced, people were playing with these Pokemon. We kind of, there was like a general guess of the format, and these were allowed, so people were playing with these. I had to go with them as well, and yeah, they are really, really strong. But so I've kind of got a general gist of how people were running them, how I was running them at the time, and I'd imagine to start off with it'll be quite similar. So I am never ever going to be able to pronounce these names or remember these names. So we're going to call them fish, snail, leopard, and ox. Is it like a bison thing? I'll call it an ox because for ease sake. So to start off with the fish, yeah, the thing that makes these Pokemon so good are their abilities, which are absolutely ridiculous abilities. So active Pokemon without this ability have their special defense multiplied by 0.75. So when this Pokemon is on the field, the special defense of all the other Pokemon on the field without that specific ability, so not other Chi-Yu, have their special defense dropped to 0.75. That's silly in itself, but when you look at this thing's special attack stat, that's Volcarona's special attack stat. That's really strong. This Pokemon's really strong. Great typing in Fire and Dark. There's one other popular Fire and Dark type I'm sure we all remember. But this is a very different role. This is definitely like a fast attacker. A lot of people were running like Terra Fire, Heat Wave stuff. I mean, it's a base 100 speed as well, which is another really good, which is a decent speed stat. Really good special defense. Quite frail, obviously. Low HP stat, but with a high special defense stat and a decent defense stat, I suppose you could get a little bit of bulk. And his special attack stat is obviously ridiculous. So move wise, you've got a lot of options. You probably want to be running Dark Pulse. I'd probably say Protect on something like this. Maybe run Focus Sash as an item. Life Orb would be good. Specs would be good. Any boosting attack items. This is definitely like a fast attacker. That's definitely what you want to use it as. So yeah, Dark Pulse is going to be a good one. You could maybe use Flamethrower. Heat Wave's probably like a must. Now you could go for a bulky set, go for Nasty Plot, that's terrifying. Overheat, obviously Terra Blast, Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, so some good support moves there, and this new move, Ruination, does damage equal to half the target's HP, so it's like Nature's Madness basically. That's another, with a fast Pokemon, that's good. You also get some other cool moves, like Incinerate is quite not like a... It's not used very often, but it's a great move to get rid of berries. Scary Face, another good support move, and Snarl. Snarl is a good one. To be honest, like for me, I'd probably run something like Protect. I'd run Snarl actually. Heat Wave and Dark Pulse probably. This is kind of the thing I'd probably go for. I don't know what item. It would depend on the team, but maybe to start off with, as the format just begins, I'd probably go like Life Orb or something. A lot of people are using this with like Flutter Mane. You can probably just go max 252, 252, and you just like, yeah, that's decent as it is, really, isn't it? Terra, whichever you want. I guess I think Terra Fire's. I mean, you could go Terra Dark. I feel like Terra Fire would probably be a bit better, but this thing's gonna be really strong, very fast. It's gonna be paired with like Flutter Mane. It's gonna be paired with like Iron Bundle for sure. Those will be like. I mean, this thing pairs really well with Flutter Mane, obviously, because it covers its steel weakness. And yeah, it's going to be a scary Pokemon to face. I'm not going to do these in order, actually. Let's go to the other like fast attacker in Chien-Pao, the leopard Pokemon. That's what I'm going to call it, leopard. A fast physical attacker, a very fast physical attacker. Base 135. I'm not sure how fast it is. So it's faster. Oh no, it's speed. Okay, so it's speed ties with Flutter Mane, and it's slightly slower than Iron Bundle. But yeah, a lot of people run like Focus Sash on this. I think that was really good. I was using that and I really liked it. It just felt so strong. Like it was really, really good. So its ability, Sword of Ruin, is basically like Chi Use, but this does the defense stat to 0.75. And with a ridiculous attack stat, you know, it just does so much damage. It's broken. You can see why these Pokemon are threatening. Move-wise, what we've got, probably wouldn't protect on something like this, but Brick Break's quite an interesting one. It gets Haze, that's quite, I didn't know that. So it gets Fast Haze. Ice Shard for that priority. Ice Spinner removes a terrain. Great new it was a great new ice move. A good strong, it's a fairly strong physical move. Only slightly weaker than Icicle Crash, but it can't miss. So I'd much rather an Ice Spinner than Icicle Crash, and you get that additional effect of getting rid of the terrain. Great. That's probably what you definitely want. I think for this, I'd go Focus. Oh, I've got Focus Band on there. We don't want that. I want Focus Sash. I'd go Ice Spinner, unless there's another move it gets that I'm missing. And then maybe Ice Shard, but it also gets, I guess Sucker Punch if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you probably want the priority move in either Ice Shard or Sucker Punch. Maybe Ice Shard might be a little bit better. And then do you want Sucker Punch? I'm trying to think what I ran when I think. Maybe I just run Sucker Punch. Maybe I ran Sucker Punch as my only dark move, actually. It does get Night Slash, which is obviously strong, but I think the other move I was running was Sacred Sword. But it does get Ruination. Haze is quite interesting. Oh, it gets Throat Chop as well. Okay, that's another good dark move that you maybe consider over Sacred Sword or Sucker Punch. Icy Wind as well. It gets Icy Wind as well. And Snarl. You get Shake Cold. So yeah, again, this is a Pokemon. It's got a lot of good options, but it's going to be like a fast physical attacker. Like, that's how it's going to probably run. Just chucking EVs in there for no reason. Terra, whatever. Whichever Terra type you want. I mean, that always depends on your team, really. So, I'm definitely looking forward to using this thing again. In fact, I'll save the Snail till last because I'm most excited about that. This thing, Tinglu, really high HP stat, really decent solid high attack stat, and a really high defense stat as well. Obviously slow, so maybe a Trick Room Sweeper. I was thinking of running this as like an Assault Vest type thing, like a bulky attacker. I guess you could go like Clear Amulet or something like that, and be just like a slow Trick Room Sweeper or something like that. That could be interesting as well. You probably want to go Brave for that. But it gets some good support moves. So Body Press is a good move to run on this because of its high defense stat instantly. Earthquake, probably your Dark Ground. That's a cracking type in. Rock Slide, you never really go wrong with Rock Slide, can you? Gets Taunt, which is quite an interesting one for slow, like bulky Pokemon. Throat Chop, again. Rock Tombs are quite good. If you're going to run an Assault Vest, maybe you could go Rock Tomb for some speed control. Snarl again, prime. And single target, ground move, Stomping Tantrum, that's always a good one to run. This is the Pokemon that... it gets Fissure as well. This is the one that I didn't really... I had intention to use when we were playing that early, really early non-format thing. But I never really got around to it, but I think it's definitely got potential. I mean, it's a strong, like bulky, slow Pokemon with good stats. So yeah, it's going to be a good Trick Room Pokemon for sure. I mean, I'm saying it's got really high defense. Obviously, special defense is decent as well. It's going to be good. I think I kind of like Assault Vest maybe on that type of thing with like Snarl and stuff, but I'll see. I'll have a play around with it. Anyway, its ability, which I should have talked about first, but I didn't, is Vessel of Ruin, which is similar to the other stats, except this one drops a Pokemon's special attack by 0.75, which is why I was thinking the Assault Vest would be so good, because imagine this special bulk when everything's attacking you with a quarter week of the power of the special moves, and you've got the assault vest, you're just gonna be. It's just gonna tank hits. It's gonna be really strong. Does it get bulldoze or something? Yeah, it gets bulldoze. So some good speed control there as well. And maybe ruination if you're running assault vest, maybe something like that. Anyway, it's a cool Pokemon. Or you could run it as a trick room sweeper as well, like slow, like minus speed, brave, life orb or clear amulet or something. They don't seem to get a lot of boosting moves, these Pokemon. I don't think this gets Swords Dance or anything like that. Does this get Swords Dance? Oh god, imagine if it got Swords Dance. Oh my god, it gets Swords Dance. Okay, that's terrifying. This thing gets Swords Dance, so that's absolutely terrifying. And oh, this gets Nasty Plot, doesn't it? Do you get Swords Dance? No. That's a shame. Anyway, yeah, another cool Pokemon. I'm really looking forward to using these, by the way. Can you tell? And last but not least, the Slug. This is my favourite design out of all of them. I don't know why. I just love it. I think it's so cool. So Tablets of Brewing, again, another similar ability, but this affects the attack stat, so you're going to be bulky. This thing is, look at the bulk potential on this. 135 special defense, 100 defense, 85 HP. That is great. A 95 special attack. It's not great, but I think that's good for this Pokemon. See, I tried using this as like a Celesteela type Pokemon. You'll find out why Celesteela it. So this to me is going to be like a defensive, tank hits, stay on the field, be a pain to get rid of, basic type Pokemon. So I'd maybe go. I'd be tempted to run something like Water on this, or yeah, I think Water would be quite good. I'd probably run Terra Water. And to me, I mean, you've got a lot of good options here. Body Press, I probably wouldn't go for that, but Dark Pulse, again, probably not. What you want to kind of be doing is going like, oh, this was the kind of set I was playing, which was Protect, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and then either Snarl or Ruination. That is such a pain to deal with because you just make yourself so bulky. You're getting Leech Seed recovery, you're getting Giga Drain recovery, you drop it, you're either using Ruination and cutting the HP in half, or using Snarl and cutting the special attack, even though, and their attack is already minus on you, so you could, in fact, you could probably run Ruination and Snarl. Although if you're running Leech Seed, I think Protect's always good, but you probably just want to be going like max HP, and then the rest in the defense is maybe a bit in special attack for a bit more damage, but yeah, this is going to be so strong. It also gets Knockoff, which could be, you know, good. I mean, it's one of the best sport moves in my eyes. Stun Spore. Taunt again. What else have we got? Mud Shot for some speed control, maybe. Poison Powder. Pollen Puff if you know, you're kind of looking for like a, well, yeah, Pollen Puff is a good move. I mean, to support your own Pokemon, isn't it? And Scary Face again. So, yeah, these Pokemon get. There's a, I think that's going to be the best way to run this thing, like a bulky, slow, like a Celesteela type thing where it's just such a pain. Celesteela or like Cresselia type Pokemon, you know, where it's just such a pain to get rid of and it just whittles you down. I like Pokemon like that, and I think this is going to be a really good one. Dark Grass is a nice little typing as well, I like that. But all four of them are mega viable, all four of them are mega strong. I think the first three here are going to be the most popular. We will see Tinglu, but I think, although in Trick Room it's scary, isn't it? Especially with like a Life Orb or something, or yeah, it's scary. They're all scary. This is going to be ace when they're released. So I'm pretty sure Series 3 is going to run from, I think it was the 1st of April till the end of June, which is like 3 months, so that's good. My biggest problem with the series is that the formats don't feel long enough to me. Like 2 months for me is not long enough. Like we're in Series 2 now, and I feel there's so many teams and mons that could be, you know, to explore. There's so many things I want to play with, and I'm not gonna have a chance now because I don't feel like two months is enough for a metagame to develop properly. it has developed obviously, but there's still a lot left, and it's a bit of a shame we don't get to see that. It was the same with Series 1, it was the same last couple of years in Sword and Shield. I felt like the formats were just changing too much. But 3 months isn't too bad. I think that's quite a little bit better. So I don't mind that as much. That's a better timescale. Ideally, I think they just go maybe 3 a year and just have 4 months or each section of the year or something like that. That would be much better. But 3 months is okay. So yeah, basically, it's going to change a lot. 4 Pokemon are going to have a massive effect on the metagame, and even though I've probably just waffled on in this video, I can't even remember what I've said, but yeah, let me know what your thoughts and feelings of these Pokemon and just the rules in general, and maybe even how frequently they're changing rules. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I'm excited to use these. Cheers for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you all in a bit.